Hello and welcome back to the second semi-final of this Global Offensive Championship League Pride versus Preparation. Then we are into the ninth round. My name is Fatla Frog, and yeah, we've seen the first semi-final already. We have our first semi-finalist, which is Team Spirit. Quite convincingly winning the 2-0 in the best of three of the semi-final. Pretty much destroying their opponents, at least in the first map. It got close towards the end. Second map, not so one-sided, definitely not. It went to a third overtime altogether, so fun times all around were had, but in the end, Team Spirit prevailed. Right now, we're just waiting for everyone to get ready and get into this pistol round as quickly as they can. Obviously, this is going to be the last best of three for tonight. We don't have the file ready just yet, so it's that is yet to come. So let's just go through the rosters here. On the side of Prime, we have Morel, Soon-B, X's, Mini-C, and Repo. And on the other side, on Preparation, we have Arch, Cree, El Patron, JMK, and Ubik. So fun stuff going on. I've seen both of these teams play just recently, and I have to say they the fight wasn't that impressive, to be quite honest, but we'll see if anything has changed. Right now, the first map on Train has been picked by Pride. The second map has been picked by Preparation, and the third decider is gonna be Overpass, I think, or Cobblestone. See, this is where I get flustered here. I'm just gonna quickly check. Yeah, the third one is gonna be Cobblestone. So yeah, Train, Mirage, and Cobblestone. Aggressive push coming out from the CTs already. Morel's gonna be getting the first frag, but two quick frags in return, and the CTs are gonna equalize. As Mini-C quickly pushes and gets the flank onto JMK. 3-on-3 right now as the bomb is gonna be planted on the A bomb side, but is it Mini-C already encroaching? Oh well, the CTs just generally already encroaching on this position. A whole lot of damage being done by El Patron. He's still doing the damage, one tapping away. El Patron gets one, Arch gets a second one from upper, and now it's a 2v1. Make it a 1v1 as X's connects onto Arch. 1v1, then El Patron much worse in terms of HP, but he can still play for time. There is a defuse kit on X's, so he could just go for this defuse in the smoke. Needs to be quick about it. Just fix it. Oh, is it gonna work? It looks like it's gonna work. It's gonna work. No, one more shot, a bit quicker, a millisecond quicker, and that would have been the round in favor of Pride. Well, yeah, in favor of Pride, but Preparation win it. The interrupt of the defuse has been successful, and Preparation are gonna be able to invest, obviously, in those additional weapons. We see two rifles, if we can call it a little rifle, two EMPs, and a Tech 9 on the other side, as we're used to seeing only armor and upgraded pistols. A whole lot of the Eagles, though, so this might be painful for the terrorists. They just walk into the fire. 2-for-1 trade right now in favor of the CTs. This should change fairly quickly as the AK gets picked up, but this is not a good set for the terrorists. They thought that they would just be walking into the A bomb site unopposed, or at least as little opposition to be found as possible. Right now, though, well, the terrorists are going to be looping around, trying to get onto the B bomb site. They have the bomb in hand, so this should be just a quick rotation by them. Pop flash coming across as they are going to be pushing down. 4-on-3 still. The 5-7 is going to be good for 3, and nope, the Tech 9 is a bit better, but El Patron also has that upper positioning advantage, so 3v2, 45 seconds remaining as the bait is successful. Ubik is going to find the one frag onto Mini-C and just goes for the proper plant now. 40 seconds remaining on the clock with the bomb being planted. Still, the CT is in a very good position. X's just one-shotting Ubik up close and personal. That was just dirty. There's the Tech 9 finding X's through the smoke. There's not going to be any sneaky diffuses going across this time either. But, well, Appletron needs to check it again. There's the diffuse. He needs to go for the spray. There's the stick. Is it gonna be... No! This time, not gonna be good. He does connect the shot through the smoke on the other side, but this is just back and forth all the time. Shouldn't have come to that in the first place. El Patron just a bit too slow on the peak, and we have Pride winning the second round here in the first half. So fairly interesting match all around already. We have 2 rifles again, an AWP and 2 pistols on the side of preparation. Obviously, their money situation not looking too good, but they did get the 2 bomb plants, so it's slightly better than it would have been if they didn't get those bomb plants, obviously. So on the other side, we have 3 M4, actually 4 M4s, because I'm apparently blind, and a UMP. So this should be a CT round, all right, but. El Patron does have the AWP, so let's see if he manages to find an opening here. Someone climbing on the top of the train just there, but not peeking just yet, so everything is going to be fairly quiet until Misi finally peeks, gets double peeked by Arch, and who was that in Pop Dog? Didn't really spot it out. Either way, it was 2 versus 1 right there, and he promptly lost it. Obviously, the M4 versus AKs is not a trade that you want to take, most of the time anyway. See how the AKs will one-shot you. The frag grenade comes flying across, but not going to find anyone just yet. The terrorists still deciding to go towards these bomb set, but they're all going to be rushing through this IV position, and this will allow the CTs to probably encroach them fairly quickly. Morel's on the other side of that smoke. That's going to be soon finding one, but Archie's there for the refrag. It's a 3-on-3 still. With 20 seconds to go, the terrorists need to make a move on, and, well, that needs to come fairly quickly. Access from the top finds both of them, intercepts the bomb plant as well. Ubeek, last man standing on the side of the terrorist. 9 HP left, and there's no way in hell he's going to be surviving this one. 2-1 in favor of Pride. Nicely played so far. They did lose a lot of members on the CT side for this being a full buy on the side of Pride, and obviously a bit of a forced buy on the side of Preparation. But still, Pride getting the rounds that they need on the board. Obviously playing on the slightly easier side of the map that they themselves picked. Struggling so much in rounds like that might not be the best of signs going forward, but it remains to be seen if this is actually gonna impact the game. Arch with the first opening frag there. Ubeek as well with the pistol. Morel's the only one that actually managed to make something happen, but he got quickly taken down. So, ooh, nice shots again. Ubeek with the frag on too soon. X's with 1, X's with a second. Bomb has been planted though, and now we are in a 2v2. Max having an AWP versus M4 and MP9. Not really the best of positions, but there we go. Repo with a headshot onto Arch, making it 2v1. Bomb still ticking away patiently, slowly. Ubeek misses the shot, gets spotted out, but thankfully the CT in question had the grenade in hand, but this time it didn't really work out. X is apparently just missing the bomb in the smoke. Is this gonna be finally the shot? Ubeek needs to connect the AWP shots, and that is not the proper weapon to do this with. You need something with a lot of bullets in the chamber, well, in the magazine I should say, and a lot of spraying potential. Probably any rifle would have been better than the AWP to be to try to interrupt that diffuse going across. So Pride right now in a 3-on-1 scoreline, just off the back of those sneaky diffuses in the smoke. Not gonna call them ninja because honestly they weren't really ninja, but there you go. Let me just quickly check that everything is working fine and as intended. Apparently it is. So, yeah. The CTs right now holding fairly defensively. 3 towards the A bomb site, 2 on the B bomb site proper. Not what you are usually seeing. Usually you see 1 guy towards connector, 1 guy on the B bomb site proper, and 3 defending the A bomb site. Again, a very aggressive push coming out from Soon here, and again he's going to be punished. Ubeek just taking the frag and saying thank you very much. There has been a lot of damage done, to be fair, on El Patron and Ubeek, but Still, this is a man down right now in favor of preparation, and it's not really looking that good for Pride. If they lose anyone else without being able to refrag here, that will be a problem. Obviously, as we said, preparation only need 5 to 6 rounds would be amazing right now. And Minicy and X's both finding one frag here on the CT side. Cream manages to reply with one single frag for his own. But we are back in a 3v3, making 3v2 as Elpatron connects onto X's. With 2 CTs still lurking around in the shadows, in the smokes on the side proper. We have Morels playing up close, will connect on the shot onto Kree, tries to go for the AWP as well, knows that Elpatron is there, the frag grenades come flying through, but it's not going to be enough as Elpatron just bunny hops away to safety, away from the frag grenades damage. Still, Arch is on the side holding on to this bomb, and the bomb is definitely ticking a bit too quick for comfort. Oh, there's the interrupt, not going to be enough. Elpatron managed to make his way all the way back towards Ivy and connects the shot. 3 on 2 preparation, showing that they are pretty damn good on train as well. I think, was it? Whoa. Oh no, never mind. That was Team X. Team X are the former preparation. Team X actually managed to get a 15-0 on the T side of train just last I casted them at least, and that's why I got a bit confused. That's apparently not going to be happening here. Axis with a brilliant one tap. Well, three attempts, but he's going to redeem himself with the second shot there onto Ubik. Repo finds another one as well, quickly rotating for the B bomb side, picking up the weapon as well. JMK, the only one to actually being able to reply in any way, shape, or form here. Does have the AK in hand, but in a 1v4, I don't really fancy his chances as he just gets quickly tapped away with Morales. So, 4 on 2, Pride looking fairly good. Who will win, do you guys think? All together or just one map? Because I think Pride should be winning the all-together thing, and preparation might be able to take at least one map on their side. Not really sure, I have to admit. The 1D's not working on just there. JMK doing his best, trying to realign. Morels in the meantime will get the frag onto Ubik. Maybe a second one is in the books, and indeed it is, but gets refragged straight away. Arch just peeking from a closer corner than he might have expected. And it's a 3-on-3 still, with the AK being picked up by Arch, the healthiest member of the terrorist family, as well as the only one that has any kind of armor on his side. So this might still be pretty dangerous for Pride here. Obviously, loads of utility on their side. So they still can buy a lot of time. 1 minute remaining on the clock. Preparation like to go for those slow plays, it looks like. There we go. Gonna be moving into the A main. They get the spot on the AWP and they tag him down at least fairly quickly. Or at least that was one of the warning shots towards Axis, I should say. Reaper with the first frag though. After the lull in the action, Minicy quickly adjusting onto Arch as well, and that just leaves JMK with the Deagle and a Dream. He just needs to get 3 1Ds and that's gonna be good, but he misses the first one and that's gonna be goodbye. Needs to run away and maybe reposition, maybe try to surprise the CTs from a different angle at this point. But they are realizing what is happening. He will get spotted down, maybe getting the bomb planted. The frag grenade, no, just the incendiary, and even the incendiary is way too deep for his taste. Nice shot with the Deagle, just needs to find one more. Not gonna happen. Exus and Minicy down to below 30 HP. That Deagle could have been deadly for the CTs, but not being able to connect the shots, and unfortunately, so 5-2 currently in the scoreline. Pride off to a good start, obviously on the CT side of their own map pick. I think Pride has better form. I guess. It's like form is a very weird concept because it's just like, oh yeah, I feel like they're on fire. I feel like they have been playing well, but you know, if you're inconsistent, you're still inconsistent just generally. So it can waver fairly strongly from game to game, from map to map. Well, we'll definitely see in this best of three. Obviously, there's the difference. The difference that these two teams are fighting for is obviously they have secured themselves at least $500. Nice shot by Soon there to open things up onto Ubik, but they have secured themselves $500 already. The difference between the third and fourth place and the second place is 3 times. So the second place team gets 1.5k, right? And the winner gets 2.5k. So definitely not looking like, oh yeah, we made the semis, that's fine. X's and Soon, again, nice shots there. X is gonna keep on fighting and find Kree as well as he was trying to make his way into the A bomb site. That just leaves El Patron in the back of the site, and they will spot him sooner than later. There's the shot, but well, El Patron actually manages to get one back. Not enough damage though to cause Repo to die, breathe his last breath. And it means that Pride just keep on getting rounds on the board, keep on getting money in their favor as well. Now, most of them above 5k, which is already a good start. Soon now, trying to find an opening, and he gets it! It's even a headshot. That looked like, at best, it would be a body shot, at worst, a leg shot, but no, it was a headshot. CSGO hitboxes, guys. CSGO hitboxes. Morales with a nice shot on the JMK. El Patron trying to go up close and personal and will actually succeed. Gets Repo down. But still, they need to deal with the CT still on these sides. And this might be harder than expected right now as Minic needs to switch over to the USPS. Oh, he has to go for the reload. That's not going to be enough. El Patron joining from the back gets the deagle shot, but that should not have happened. Minic should have gotten the frag, and I do apologize about my my voice just cracking. That's just wow. Nice shot. X's finding the frag there. El Patron not really aware of his surroundings, tunnel visioning towards the far side of the B bomb site here. And now we have a 2v3 as the CTs are just positioning themselves in the most unexpected corners that you might expect, and well, that might have not been the best idea. A bit too exposed, I feel. Obviously, probably not expecting the terrorists to make it that far in. Probably just expecting them to go straight for the B-bomb site, down the ladder and everything. But right now the CTs are in a very good position for the retake. They have loads of utility. They could smoke out incendiary out people. Apparently that's not going to happen. There's Morales again. Last man standing, expecting the last 2 terrorists to be just everywhere except where they actually are. There's the AWP again. There's the pistol again. Is this the dream? Yes, it is. Again, and oh, almost connects the last shot, but this should stop happening at some point. Preparation just not being able to connect on targets in smokes, and we're talking about stationary targets that are defusing the bomb. This is the 3rd time that it has happened. How? We should make a compilation. We should make a VOD of this game. Just every single ninja smoke defuse in the history. Because no, it's not about pros don't fake. It's nothing about that. It's just okay. We have a smoke. We are in a 1v2. We just go YOLO. We're gonna go in the smoke. They haven't been successful 2 times in a row before. Let's go for the 3rd, right? Smoke the bomb, defuse the bomb. That's it. That's how you win versus preparation, apparently. Anyway, JMK with the first frag already. X is going down, so at least that is the silver lining here for preparation. They do manage to get these entry frags, the opening frags of the rounds. Kree with another nice spray control over onto Morales. And it's a 5-on-3, make that 5-on-2. This is not looking good for the CTs, but at least they're going to keep on going for as long as they can. Nice bit of damage being done onto Krieg. He's down to 30 HP as the terrorists are still slowly but surely moving onto the A bomb site, trying to establish some sort of control perimeter, but this is not working out. The bomb has been planted, but we are back into a 2-on-2 from a 2-on-4 right now. Soon, last man standing. Is he going to be able to pull out a miracle again? He doesn't have a smoke, so there's no chance in hell that he's going to be going for a smoke and a defuse in that same smoke. He needs to find the frags. The bomb is ticking away quicker and quicker. The incendiary comes flying across, and again, we have to emphasize, there's no smoke. He's going to be sprayed in the back, and that concludes the round. Preparation finally finding the third round on the board, but that's just, you know, there should be, the score should be probably more like 6-4 or 5-5 at this point, and yet we see Pride just convincingly winning on the CT side. Anyway, back onto this round we go. The CTs with a forced buy, if I ever saw one. That's the first frag going in favor of El Patron. Kree waiting for the shadow to appear. That is just telegraphed, and yet Kree still gets dinked in the face. 5 HP left on him. The frag grenade is going to do him good, and the 5-7 as well. Morels is a god today. Morels is on fire. 3-on-3. And if this guy gets a rifle and they just keep on going, he's got to be unstoppable. I mean, he's been doing extremely good so far already. Soon with the MP7, 3-on-2. The push is going to be coming towards the B bomb site. Smokes deep onto the side, trying to get up close. They completely flash out JMK, but he still actually Repo, but he still manages to get the frag onto JMK. 2v1 right now. Bomb planted again. There's no smoke again. I'm calling this one. It's gonna go in favor of preparation because there's just simply no smoke. So they can't even get the incendiary, you know, extinguished if nothing else. He needs to peek, spots out one, brilliant spray control, and connects the full force of the spray, connects out to Soon. There's the no fake defuse. Oh, finally! Oh my god, my voice is just. I'm sounding like a 12-year-old girl, I guess. Okay, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Okay, let's just be less excited about these plays. Okay. So that was again too close for comfort for preparation. I think it was like 1 second, maybe less, left on the diffuse timer. So that could have been a whole different round if Pride just went YOLO again and just got the defuse off. But JMK opens up the round. Arch finds one with the Mac-10 as well. They're just trying to farm as much money as possible with these SMGs, or at least the one SMG that was on the terrorist side. Only Morels and Soon left. Deagle and P2K looks like on the side of Morels, and he will connect onto Creed. And that's going to be the AK being picked up. Morels with a second shot as well. They're not 1Ds. They're not pretty shot. But, I mean, they're effective. They get the frags done, right? So they got 2 frags already. Morels with those. Soon has the AK. They're not really in a position to go for the retake. Obviously, they have no armor and no defuse. But they could be looking to get some more damage done on these terrorist members. But looks like that's not going to be in the cards. Soon's just gonna try and save the AK. No idea what El Patron is doing. Apparently he's going to be able to survive, obviously. And 7-5 right now. I'm just going to try to cast a bit more calm and collected, a bit less excited, because we've had only two games in the first semi-final, but both were fairly close. First one was mostly the CT side that the team was dominating, whichever was on the CT side, so it ended at 16-13, and the second one went to double overtime, and then in the triple we finally managed to get things done, right? But it's just close games like that are so fun to watch, so exciting to watch as well. And then, you know, voice cracks. Wasn't really. Where is Castor from, I guess? I'm from Slovenia originally, but I'm not living there right now. So, yeah. Obviously, the Boo should be casting these games, just in case of anyone wondering. But I'm standing in for him because he has to also cast another game, another set of games on the other stream. So, yeah, just in case anyone is just joining us and I didn't introduce myself, my name is Frog, and I cast games from time to time. Right now we are seeing a very slow round coming up from preparation. They just want to run down the clock. 45 seconds remaining. Looks like it's got to be an A hit eventually with a B twist to it or something like that. Bomb finally going to be picked up. Being thrown all the way back. Kree's going to be the entry fragger on the A bomb side. He's going to have to find at least a couple of CTs as they are completely stacking that A bomb side. That's going to be the fake towards the B bombs there. At least the decoy, the light decoy / flanker, depending on how the CTs decide to play this. And there we go. Mini-C already with the first spray. Will be connecting onto Ubik with Repo going down on the other side. Arch from the back. Kree connects with the headshot onto Soon. Now it's advantage for the terrorists. They can pretty much pick and choose where they want to go. And, well, they're going to be picking the B bomb side successfully, apparently, as Arch will frag down X's as well. Only Morales and Mini-C remain. Isn't he living in Lithuania? That is indeed correct. I'm currently living in Lithuania. I see we have a couple of viewers that are watching different streams all the time. So good to see, good to hear, guys. Morales will get the frag onto Arch there, but honestly, again, not really in a position to do much more. They do have the armor, they do have 2 flashes this time, but again, no defuse kit. Well, there's the shadow announcing the arrival of JMK, and that's going to be utilized to its fullest extent by Morales. So he's still going to be able to pick up 2 frags. No frag in the end. Oh, that's going to be a third one, but El Patron shuts him down eventually. So in spite of him picking up 3 frags, that should have been a weapon saved on his side. As things stand, Pride are not going to be looking too amazing in terms of buys going into this next round, and Preparation are slowly but surely clawing their way back into this game. 7-6 right now, and that's 6th round on the terror side of Train, which should not be happening. Let's see if Preparation slow play works out again. Looks like they're definitely going for something similar this time again. Just waiting patiently for the CTs to try and get some information, and this might be forthcoming fairly quickly as X's and Mini-C just slowly move towards that pop dog area, probably just to spot out anyone that might be dropping in there or might be showing themselves on the ladder. But again, both teams very passive play, all things considered, to be honest. That's going to be the pop flash though. Just waiting for Mini-C. Flash. He's going to be playing on the other side of the smoke. Arch doesn't really know that there's someone on the other side of the smoke. Perfectly timed smoke as well. Popping just before that flash. So that was an impossible situation for Arch right there. Mini-C just spraying it down, tapping it through that smoke. The smoke's buying so much time right now for the CTs to end. Well, preventing the terrorists to get into the A bomb site. Apparently that's not going to be enough in the end. The Scree finds the second frag there onto Mini-C. 3-on-4 situation. Make the 2-on-4 as El Patron connects onto Morales as he was trying to get a flank going. Ubik as well. Only Soon remains. He does have the ult, but in a 3v1 I don't fancy his chances, and that's gonna be him going down as well. 7-7 Preparation. Apparently, I know I've casted them a couple of times before, and the last time I casted them, I have no idea who exactly they were playing against, but they got completely stomped. It was pretty much like a 16-3, 16-5 scoreline, best of 3, over. And the joke was in chat and everywhere else is that they're not prepared, right? This time, definitely prepared, definitely looking very, very good. And, well, that's El Patron finding the opening frag quickly. Getting out to dodge up that ladder, and the wall bangs are not going to be achieving absolutely anything. So 4-on-5 as things stand, with the fourth buy coming up from Pride. Obviously, this being the last round of the first half, not much they could do otherwise, but still, maybe something else aside from a scout would have been a better choice at this point. There's the frag grenade coming across. Morales gonna go down 3 points lower. Not actually gonna be able to finish him off with that frag grenade. Again, the Zeus glitch. I don't know. I've never bought it. Didn't see anything said about it. Could you please explain in chat? That would be amazing. Anyway, again with the frag arch, with just stopping away. This should be an 8-7 scoreline in favor of Preparation. Honestly, Soon and Repo not really in a position to do much, and well, walking around with a knife in that kind of position, probably not the best idea. So 7-8 in favor of Preparation here on Pride's map pick. We should specify this. This has been Pride's map pick. The second one is going to be Mirage, which was picked by Preparation, and you know, if they're half as good as they are here on the terrace side of Train, I would imagine that they would completely stomp on Mirage, which, you know, goes to reason, should be an even better map for them. If you shoot a gun, then switch to Zeus or something, it shows the shock shot. Alright. You have the Zeus out and then change to weapon, and the shot looks like a taser. Fair enough. But you know, does it mean that it shoots like a taser? I mean, it replaces the op shot, so the range is decreased or something like that, or is it just a visual bug? Because if it's just a visual bug, maybe we're gonna get a new taser sound fairly soon, you know, just to fix any kind of issues with sounds that Valve seem fixated on lately, not really fixing any of the big issues or fixing any of the proper maps. Speaking of Nuke, obviously, but you know, we've seen Nuke played quite a lot in the last couple of weeks. Aha, it just looks like a shot, but it doesn't really do damage. Okay, that's pretty game breaking, to be honest. Okay, so there seems to be a couple of you saying one way, a couple of you saying the other way. I was actually being sarcastic in terms of the sounds, but I do like the new sounds. I don't think they should be prioritized in terms of what needs to be fixed first, but I do like the new sounds. I don't know why people are complaining, but then again, people complain about anything that gets changed ever. Yeah, okay, there have been some bright exceptions, but you know, it's pretty much Reddit all over. I bet Preparation, I hope I will win. Good luck. Good luck, sir. I don't bet on games I cast myself. It doesn't really make for a fun game, at least not for myself. Anyway, we are back with the second half here between Pride and Preparation in the Global Offensive Champions League Season 4. And well, Preparation starting on the CT side, they have the round advantage, they have the positioning advantage. Arch is already going to be going aggressive right into the face of two angry terrorists with Glocks in their hands, and they're going to take full advantage of this close range engagement. There's the USPS at its best with the long range taps. JMK with two quick ones, but Morales comes from the side, will get one. Kree still finding on the A-bomb side. You peek from the side. One tap in the back of the head. And we have a 2-on-1. Soon, what can he achieve? Long range with the Glock. Could actually surprise Patron. But Patron playing smart, playing it cautiously, runs away. Tries to keep the distance between the Glock and himself. And Pride will not be able to get the piss around going, which is going to put them even further back. Obviously, here on the terrace side, you need to get that good start on the terrace side wherever you can. So winning that pistol round basically guarantees you 2 more rounds off the back of it, and then you have something to play with if you're going to be going on the CT side. Right now, Pride are already down and out in terms of rounds. They should have gotten much more on the CT side, and well, playing on the terrace side, probably not going to be looking that much better. El Patron already finding the first opening there. Morel still a god with the pistol and everything else, but is going to get sidestepped by Arch from upper. Ubik as well, connecting onto Repo, and well, El Patron just kicking ass and taking names. If he doesn't die to the Deagle, never mind. Minisi with the Deagle gets the second one as well. Is there going to be a third? Nope, never mind. The M4 finally finishing him off. 10-7. 6 more rounds to go, and Preparation are going to be surprising Pride with the victory on the map that they did not pick. So 2 Galils, a couple of pistols on the side of Pride. Force buying into this one pretty much. Let's quickly check what the scoreboard says. Yep, definitely Force buying, as well as, well, the scoreline not looking too amazing. Didn't really catch who the top fragger on the side of the CTs is, but I think it's Arch at this point. We'll check that later. Well, soon finding the quick tap onto Arch, trying to find something else, and does connect onto Krill through the electric box. 4 on 3 right now as the CTs are scrambling to keep control of over this A bomb site, but apparently the terrorists have some other ideas right now. Minisi just keeps on pushing aggressively. They're already on the flank. Only Ubik remains. He gets one, he gets the second. Is he gonna spot the man on his left? There's 2 of them actually. He spots one, he gets the 3rd frag. Still, plenty of bullets, plenty of time on his side. He also has the defuse kit. He has plenty of utility as well. Has the flash.